Hello, YouTubers and Facebook friends. I want to talk to you about something serious. So, I got unfriended today. I know, right? But it's okay. My heart's doing fine. I've been unfriended before. And I realize that this is kind of running rampant these days. I know how the whole Facebook unfriending goes. I lived through the 2016 election like everybody else, and a lot of friends lost on Facebook along the way. But this particular recent instance of unfriending irked me. It happened over just a sheer difference of opinion. There was no malicious language, no personal attacks in all caps, no calling anybody stupid. Someone on my friends list had made a very strongly opinionated, lengthy post, and I passively voiced an alternative viewpoint on the issue in the comments. Now, full disclosure, this person was really just an acquaintance, somebody I met through a group of people in college. But even still, I was a little saddened to realize that I wouldn't be getting updates on her life anymore. This is a made-up example, but it's kind of what I mean. Say somebody makes a post on social media in all caps. OMG, Drake is obviously the best rapper of all time. Who can disagree? These haters are putting down his masterpiece new album, and I just laugh at their lack of taste. I mean, go ahead, name a better rapper. I'll wait. So when you make your case and share this kind of a post for the world to see, taking this tactless, in-your-face, provoking kind of tone, aren't you asking to be challenged? Aren't you kind of inviting an argument? Or were you just hoping that everyone would flock to you in agreement and clap? These posts aren't always about things as trivial as music, though. They often get extra controversial, touch on religion or politics. And during the election, my friends and peers loved them some Bernie Sanders. He wasn't really my candidate. I'm sort of a libertarian and conservative-leaning person, but I'll tell you what, my feed all day, every day was nothing but passionate Bernie proselytizing. And even though I wasn't on board, and some of the posts were really hostile, I didn't unfriend anyone for feeling the burn. I respected people's views and wouldn't let them get in the way of our continued friendship. Because for a lot of people in my life, Facebook is now the only channel I have to keep tabs on them or see how they're doing at all. So when you delete me on Facebook, you're kind of deleting me from your life. And I lost some real friends in the 2016 election. I didn't make many posts on my personal Facebook feed about the election, but I hadn't realized that just commenting on Facebook articles would subsequently share my likes and comments for all my friends list to see, as if they were posts from me. And I slowly realized that certain friends were quietly deleting me, and I'd lost around 12 people. Personally, I think this sort of hyper-reactional behavior is pretty immature. Back when I was in early high school and Facebook was fairly new, I'll admit that I had unfriended some people myself. I thought I would do some spring cleaning and delete all the people I didn't really know at all. Something I'm really kicking myself over now that I've got a YouTube channel and I want to promote it and reach as many people as possible. And there were also some instances a few years ago when I had some drama with somebody and thought that I would escalate it by deleting that contentious person to make a statement and really show them. But I regret all that. And now I've got a new mindset, that I'm not going to delete anybody anymore for really any reason, unless somebody is really spamming the heck out of me and angrily harassing me, or constantly, or some ex-girlfriend gets creepy and starts hardcore stalking me. From here on out, I'm going to make it a point to respect differences of opinion. For example, I've got a friend on Facebook, Bianca, who I knew in college, but sadly never really get to talk to anymore. But I know we're cool. I love how she's always posting really funny stuff and the latest memes and informative articles. However, we don't always think the same way about everything. Occasionally she'll share some opinion piece article, and I'll leave a comment below saying how I disagree, and then write out my view on the issue. And then she'll oftentimes reply and say something like, hey, that's cool, but I still don't see it that way, or did you try considering it from this perspective? And maybe my perspective bends a little to see things her way, and maybe not. And then, guess what? That's the end of it. I check, and she's still on my friends list afterward. And the next day, do you know what I do? I hit the like button on another one of her funny memes, and sometimes she likes my selfies and comments on how great my chiseled jawline looks. Because I think we both understand that it's okay for two human beings to occasionally disagree. I'm afraid that we are in a generation that is extremely terrified of being challenged on its held opinions and belief. It seems that most people don't know how to handle any kind of confrontation, so they just don't. But what are these guys going to do in the real world when somebody's disagreeing with them in person, maybe in the workplace? It's not like they're going to have a secret button that they can just press to make that person disappear into the thin air. I've dealt with that myself in places outside of Facebook. I'll text a friend and ask if they can do something real quick for me, and they'll answer by just saying nothing. Even though I know I've seen the red receipt that they've heard me. Or I've asked girls out on dates, or sent follow-up messages after what I thought was a good date. Like, hey, it's Elijah from the show earlier. It was really cool meeting you at the theater. Would you like to meet up for coffee again sometime this week? And the answer will be no reply. Not thanks, but no thanks. People are just petrified by confrontation. About 3 years ago, I even had a girlfriend break up with me by just suddenly not answering my messages anymore until I got the picture. I mean, this is somebody I'd been seeing like 3 times a week for a month and a half. So I think we were at a stage where doing something like that was a little ridiculous. And no, we hadn't had some big fight or anything that would have clearly merited an abrupt end to things. I guess it just seemed she didn't like me anymore. So people, I want to challenge you to not be so deeply afraid of confrontation, especially with your friends, if you feel irked. I feel like it's the adult thing to do. And in all probability, that person on Facebook probably didn't even mean to hurt your feelings or didn't even mean to come off like they were attacking you. A lot of the tone of somebody's message can be lost in pure text speak. Sometimes things don't read the way you would have spoken them. So, friends, I'll make you a deal. I won't unfriend you for saying things I don't agree with, and in exchange, I'll do my best to try and be as uninflammatory as possible when expressing any contrary view to what you are posting. Alright? Thanks for watching.